Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's WaterEXE7, and today I wanted to talk about Warfronts. Now, I did notice that Blizzard didn't do that great of a job explaining on what to do or what these games, what these are for, you know, anything like that. So I decided I'd just make my own video, kind of give a little bit of a tutorial, what I think would be a good way on how to do these. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is come out here in your main base and kill this commander here. He's pretty much locking down the base for you, keeping you guys out of it. And after you kill him, there'll be this flag. You can kind of see it off to the left-hand part of the screen there, right there. And you're going to want to make sure you capture that. That pretty much sets up your first town hall. Then this is kind of where everyone gets a little confused. They don't really know what to do. What I like to do is I like to go out here to the lumber mill. Now, out here at the lumber mill, there's going to be another commander, so you're going to want to go ahead and kill him and all the ads around here. Make sure you do loot these guys because they do have some lumber on them. But after you get this guy down, and after you capture it, there's going to be an NPC that spawns. He'll be the mill, leader, and he's going to give you a quest to pick up an axe. It's right there on the box right there. Make sure you grab that, and you're going to have to grab that every time you go into a warfront. But that pretty much allows you to go ahead and mine trees for lumber. Now, there's two ways to get lumber. You can either take the trees, or the peons will drop little bundles of lumber. Now, once you've got about 100, which is the most you can carry, you're going to come back to the base here. And you're going to collect a little bit of iron that passively grows, and you're going to come over here to the barracks. You're going to want to make sure you get that built up. And once it's built up, it unlocks the armory here. Now, this is probably one of the most important buildings. This gives all your NPCs and everyone that you're going to be pretty much fighting with, that are going to be doing most of the fighting, their upgrades to health and damage. So after you go ahead and do that, you're going to go back out and farm for some more lumber. You can farm for some iron later on, and actually, you will notice that here, I realized that there was too many people out there getting lumber, so I decided to go over and get iron. Now, there's no problem doing that. Just make sure you go ahead and grab that chest. It doesn't hurt to grab it when you're running by, but just make sure before you go to spend all your resources, you get as much iron as you can, unless you're capped out, which you can hold 200 units of iron instead of 100 for wood. Now, once you're in the mine, there's two ways to get iron. There's these carts that spawn, and then there are also these little enemies in here, the kobolds. Now, you can kill them. Sometimes they drop iron. It's not a whole lot. Sometimes they don't, so it's kind of, you just want to go for the chests. Kind of like with the lumber, the big trees drop more wood than the little peons that drop. But if you're back here, you're going to go ahead and just keep doing as much upgrades as you can. If you see right there, it says you need to build a fortress to continue upgrading that one. Pretty much what that means is that you need to go upgrade your town hall to the next tier before you can get the next tier of upgrades. So it goes fortress, then stronghold. So from here, once you look at this and you see that you have no more upgrades to do, then you're at the point where you're ready to go out and start helping your teammates. But one last thing, you're going to want to make sure you have at least 3 of those demolishers out. Now, normally your other teammates who aren't doing the same process as you are going to take care of that while you're taking care of all the upgrades. So just make sure that you have 3 of those out there, and then you're going to want to come over here to the Altar of Storms. And here you can get this buff, and you cost 10 of either resources, and you can stack it up to 4 times. And what that buff does is it gives you plus 40% damage and plus 40% healing. And that's really good, but it only lasts for 10 minutes. So if you die, you can rebuy it, but you don't really want to have to run all the way back to re-get it. So I generally just wait until I'm ready to go out and actually start fighting with everyone. Now those guys, those are little NPCs you can hire to kind of just follow you around and help you fight, and they'll pretty much stay with you until you die. But from there, you're just going to come on out and just go up till you meet the rest of your team. Just keep pushing the enemy back all the way up to their front gates. Now, there are some other side bases you can go for, but this late into the game, and once you've done all the resource collecting, get all the upgrades and stuff, you're pretty much just doing a straight smash down to the front of their gates. Now, very important, once you get to the gates, do not do like what you're going to see on the screen a bunch of people do and run straight up to the gates, because you will die. those cannons from the towers there will murder you fast. You'll see a couple people get out by popping defensives, but what you're going to want to do is you just want to stay here and help defend your demolishers, because they're the ones that are going to take down the gates for you, and eventually you're going to get an on-screen prompt that states that the gates are down, you and the team can go ahead and rush in and go ahead and just kill everything. Just watch out, there's this ability that just drops arrows down on you that does a lot of damage. As you can see, I got pretty red there a couple times, and you can see a lot of health fluctuating. Does a lot of damage. Try and stay out of it. A lot of people aren't right now just because they don't know the mechanics of this, but yeah, it's pretty much just lust and kill the boss. Just want to say thank you for watching my videos. Go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content. Feedback in the comments is always welcome. Thank you very much.